Hey everybody, clearing. All right, this is going to be a divine feminine support reading. And the first thing that I'm getting here is, what are the misconceptions that the divine feminines can overcome or level up out of or address, or what can we look at on this journey as divine feminines misconceptions? What have the divine feminines been missing the mark with, missing the point of? Okay, so thank you, Divine Creator, for using me as a channel of only the highest, most beneficial information coming through. What can we see for the divine feminine collective that would be most beneficial regarding what the divine feminines might not be seeing accurately? What is it that we can look at here? Oh, we literally got the sun in reverse. We got the sun in reverse. This is enlightenment. So divine feminines, you might think you're more enlightened than you are. And I just heard you don't know that the sun is going to shine on you. You're not seeing it. The sun is still there, you're just not seeing it. So we're going to pull clarifiers, and then the Hermit in the reverse. So I'm hearing losing hope because of not knowing what questions to ask the divine, or not remembering to ask the divine personally for insight or understanding. But let's do the sun energy in the reverse first. So what can we see, Divine Creator? How can we clarify this sun energy? Okay. I just heard, when in doubt, talk it out. So there's a confusion energy here. Lots of options. The Seven of Cups is clouded vision, brain fog, uncertainty. Lots of options for how to interpret something. And the Queen of Swords, this is the lashing out, spastastic energy that happens when we assume that something or someone has been coming from one of these options and we react. This is the triggering, the reaction after being triggered kind of energy. And then we get the divine intervention. So I'm literally seeing that for divine feminines, something that's going to be happening in your life is going to show you how you've made an assumption that wasn't accurate. It's going to humble you a little bit so that you won't believe the hype of all the thoughts that run through your mind when you're triggered. This is a divine blessing so that you can see that your emotions aren't infallible, so that you can relax a little bit more. It's ironic that it makes you need to know less. To see that you can get something wrong will give you more peace in not needing to know certain things and just trusting. So I'm being told that for every divine feminine, there will be an opportunity where something that you think could be of concern won't manifest in a negative way, and it will allow you to soften just a little bit more because your fear didn't come true, or the thing you thought you were onto didn't result in being there at all. So literally, when I'm asking the question, what have divine feminines gotten wrong? There are some assumptions just in general that divine feminines have been going with. And there's going to be a proof, a divinely guided, divinely orchestrated opportunity for you to see that your emotions are not, that your emotions are fallible. Is that right? Yeah. So yeah, it's beautiful because that is a reverse engineered slippery slope. So divine feminines, you're going to be able to then say, I don't need to assume that my divine masculine is just doing what they're doing because of the reason that I'm so sure, the negative reason that I'm so sure that they're doing that thing that I think I see them or observe that they're doing. This is about stepping down out of that, divine feminines, and understanding that your divine masculine also is not doing what they're doing for the fear-based reason that you think they're doing what you think they're doing. Everybody gets 5 stars that could follow this reading. Okay, but yeah, divine feminines, you're working your way out of your mind trap and really giving up the struggle. This is letting go. Divine feminines, you're finding a new layer of being able to relax. Okay, let's get some clarification here. So what else can we know about this going into the future? Divine Creator, what else can we know about the message? Ah, the devil. Interesting. The devil just flung across, and this is the illusion. You're throwing illusion out the window, divine feminines, and now you're going to be grounding and basing your reality on what is actually showing up. You're not pretending anymore. You're not settling. You are just going to be more practical and grounded and realistic. And that's going to change the way that you assess things, the way you communicate, the way you ask questions, the way you show up, the way you don't need to know. It's changing your life. So that's the first misconception, is that you know it all. Divine feminines. Oh, divine feminines. Okay, so the next one is the Hermit. In the reverse, what can we see for this one? Divine Creator, what can we see for the Hermit in the reverse? What do the divine feminines need to know about the Hermit in reverse? Okay, we get the divine feminine Queen of Wands card and the Magician in the reverse. So this is a card of manipulation. And so we can, I'm seeing a very cause and effect. This is the reactionary triggered queen that lashes out or responds, cuts things out spastastically. This scenario is you being in your empowerment and being overly sure that you're being manipulated. This is also a bit of a egotistical energy, divine feminines, that's causing you harm. It's causing you to lose hope. You're doing this to yourself, divine feminines. So there's a misconception that your masculine is manipulating you. If you're on a true twin flame journey, your divine masculine isn't manipulating you. They're not a trickster. No, they're actually not. They're just living their autonomous life, and they are coming into their own mastery. And so whatever they're doing, it's about them. It's not about you. And so if it doesn't conform to your belief structure or what you would like to have showing up just yet, and it's your true twin, it's not time. It's not ready. So don't tell yourself the lie. The ego likes to do that. The ego likes to make the other person wrong when we don't get our way, so that there's some rhyme or reason in it. So we have somewhere to channel the energy. And this is saying, don't do that. It's causing you to lose hope in your own journey. So don't play those mind games on yourself. Don't assume you're being manipulated. Come back into your power, into your empowerment, and have a healthy boundary. But drop the lens with a true twin that you're being manipulated in any way, and just have eyes to see what's really there. Ask the divine to protect you and show you understanding. But if you have felt like you were manipulated and you know you're on a true twin journey, ask the divine to show you what else it could be. So let's get some clarification on this. So what else could it be? Divine Creator, what else could we interpret whatever the fear of manipulation to be here? What else can we see for the divine feminines? We get the card of discernment. This Eight of Wands is discernment of frequencies. It is an internalized motion. The other card is the Fool. I'll talk about that in a minute. But this is about you. I heard faulty logic. So if you've been misinterpreting your masculine's actions as manipulative, there might be some faulty imprinting, trauma within you that still needs to be cleared, that predisposes you to be triggered in certain ways or to assume that your divine masculine is up to no good. Okay, how do I word this? It's always so intricate and a bit dense. So even if your divine masculine is out there with other people, not leaving a karmic partner, is having casual sexual connections, is working too much, is partying, is doing something counterintuitive to this connection, don't interpret it as though it's happening to you, divine feminine. Your divine masculine has their own path. Really individuate. Take the leap of faith and know you're not going to have to be whole and healthy enough to put up with that when the time comes to come into union. Your divine masculine is no longer going to be in the resonance of anything that will stand between you and your union. And your union won't be taken from you when your divine masculine is at a place of healing where it can unfold naturally between you. So continue doing the preparation by clearing the assessments, the negative judgments against your divine masculine. Have mercy and humility and carry on your merry way without pointing the finger at your masculine. You can't shame and guilt and judge your masculine into returning to you. And this is a message saying that they aren't actually even doing any of this stuff against you. They're really needing to learn particular lessons. And so learn your lessons while they're learning their lessons. What you do for self, you do for twin. Okay, let's see. Where else can we take this? What else can we do here? Let's get a message for divine masculines from the divine feminines. So for any cross watchers, what message can we see from the divine feminines about what's just been seen here? Okay. They are waiting for you in the reverse. The divine feminines want to say, divine masculines, it's a lot of pressure to be strapped with the burden of being the one who's putting pressure on you. I just want to say that out loud, in public. Divine masculines, don't strap your divine feminine with the burden and accusation that they're putting pressure on you. If conversations go that way, you are in control of whether or not you allow that to be something that feels like pressure, even if your divine feminine has said something that does indicate that they are wanting you really, 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 really badly, for instance, and you're not willing or ready to see how that goes. Don't assume that your divine feminine's desire to be close to you has an ulterior motive, or that they don't know what they're talking about, or they don't love you and all of that stuff, or that it's going to limit your freedom. There is a way through this. We are all learning these things. Divine masculines, you are so very special, and divine feminines want to tell their divine masculines that there is someone else, that it's not true that they're just waiting for you. These divine feminines are incredibly masterful and they have options. So again, just don't feel pressured, Divine Masculine. There is so much room for negotiation and conversation. It's not cut and dry. Your Divine Feminine has been expressive, yes, but you don't have to worry that it's gospel. There is always room for communication about what you think your Divine Feminine's gospel is or not. Divine Feminines can be very scary. But you don't have to be afraid, Divine Masculines. They really just want to get along. Okay, everybody, bye for now.